game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Hattiesburg, Mississippi, the place they call the Rock and the home of the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles. As we'll see a squad from the back, the James Madison Dukes. Squaring off with another team from the back, the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Golden Eagles will kick it away first. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So James Madison's offense takes the field. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
The Dukes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Finds a little space. There he goes. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Well, you wonder how this guy is so dynamic. It's because of his speed. You simply can't coach that. You saw it on that last carry.
Quickly to the tight end. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. And the Dukes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Love. Finds his big tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Quarterback may change this route. Motion from the back. Trying to turn the corner on the left. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
A little bit inside, a little bit outside. Nice job. Hey, keep them guessing, right? You run it up the middle to keep them honest. Now toss it on the perimeter. Make them set the edge on the outside with their defensive ends. They don't do a good job here. Nice positive gain. Now let's go get 7.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. The Dukes want to pick up the tempo. On the move. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, James Madison.
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Southern Miss's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He sacked, just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down. He started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David. Up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Golden Eagles will call on their punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to throw, it's Love. Looking left. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. They've already converted a 4th down here in the first quarter, and they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. It's Smith. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. Using his legs, it's Carter. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. And the Golden Eagles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Oh, they're after him. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on 1st down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on 2nd down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. With the catch, it's Royer. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. The Golden Eagles will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll send the back in motion. Quick toss. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Quarterback making checks. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Reeder. Turns it on in midfield. It's a running room. He's up, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Dukes.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We've come to the break, and James Madison is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. And the Golden Eagles headed quickly to the line.
How about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
The Golden Eagles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Gardner. Hit as he throws. He can't make the catch, and over the middle of the field, sometimes you hear those footsteps. It's third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. With the catch, it's Grove. How about this freshman leading him on the chase and making the big play after the catch? Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. He's looking to throw. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Southern Miss. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Bring in the heat. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Looking for a huge play. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
He'll do it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They booted away on fourth down. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the ground with the back. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
At midfield, he's got room. Turning it on. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, James Madison.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you updated on a fascinating battle going down in the Pac-12. Washington State is ahead right now, but the school that nearly saw Ryan Leaf win a Heisman back in the day still has some work to do. They're up by 10 over Arizona State. If anything changes in this pivotal Pac-12 matchup, guys, you know we're here to bring it to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Reed. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And the Golden Eagles want to move quickly.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Off play action. Pocket breaking down. Pulls it in. It's Glow. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. To the air, it's Gardner. Now he's going to break the pocket. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Golden Eagles will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. And the returner is stopped. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Now they'll run it on the toss. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here.
It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And you run the option, you run the risk of putting the ball on the deck. And especially once that thing starts to string out, the defense does a really good job playing assignment football. Man on a man. I got the quarterback taken care of, and you could tell. Had the running back taken care of, too. Nowhere to go with that pitch, and they forced the turnover.
Oh, he's got some space. Stopped just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Here's a heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Under fire. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 3rd and forever, let's test his arm strength.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Love. Got a man. It's Reeder. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Gets the back moving. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to throw, time running short in the half. That's caught. It's Spears. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Starts a drive, trying to go up top. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Catch in the middle. It's Grove. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now.
He's going for a big play downfield. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Hattiesburg. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the Rock.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Dukes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. And the Golden Eagles will hustle to the line. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Grabbed over the middle. It's blocked here. He's brought down the line of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. He'll keep it himself. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to throw, it's Gardner. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that.
Touchdown, Southern Mississippi! And the comeback is on! These two guys, they just shared a glance and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Lining up to add another.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oregon is currently ahead right now in Autzen Stadium, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by 10 over Hawaii. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Pulls it in. It's Reeder. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Sends it back in motion. The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Caught behind the line. It's Smith. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Holding.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. To the air. It's Evans. Caught over the middle. It's Reeder. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now on 3rd down for this offense. Motion from the back. They'll try to get outside. Makes a man miss. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Dukes will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And the Dukes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Reeder. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. The offense changing the play. Looking to fire. Fears the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. The Dukes need to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down. Quarterback on the keeper. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Golden Eagles come to the line in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
They'll run play action. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. This is a designed run. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to the toss. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. The offense will have to use its 1st time out of the half. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Just going to keep it after the snap. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Dukes are rolling down the field. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Dropping back, it's Love. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. The Dukes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. The inside handoff. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking downfield. Got it. And he steps out of bounds after a nifty run and picking up a first down.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on 4th down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
And the Dukes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back in motion, trying to clear the... And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dukes! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Intercepted, number 19. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. This offense has it with really good field position. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Looking for more room. Explosive run into the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 16.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Muscling ahead on third and short. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He'll toss it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. This quarterback part of their running game. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on 4th and goal. The play-action fake. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
I think that might be the very definition of just trying to rub salt in the wound, right? You got the lead, multiple possessions, you're looking really, really good, late in the ball game, and you go for it again. So you're just trying to, listen, it's their job to stop you. I like it. Offense doing what they do. Forget you, defense. Get a stop. That's your job, and you did it.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking for a man, it's Gardner.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch him sleeping.
Nowhere to go, and now the ball. I mean, that's going to be a safety. What in the world was he doing? And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
These offenses, sometimes when they get pressed and they know they got to go fast and they got to put points on the boards, sometimes they get a little bit reckless, and they do right here. They give up the safety. Now down multiple possessions and kicking off. The chances of them winning just went way downhill.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Sweet cut there. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive.
Oh, there's an alley to the left. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with the big lead, he's still taking shots.
So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got to kick in the door. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback keeps it. Touchdown, James Madison! And the beatdown has ensued. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Gardner. They're setting up the screen. There he goes. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. DB's locked up tight on the receiver. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And the Golden Eagles want to crank the tempo. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Under fire. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go. He lobs one high down the left side. And he throws another another interception, his third one of the night.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Here comes the heat. Makes the grab. It's Reeder. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop. And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
At the 20, he's got space. He'll get it all the way to the 13-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. The Dukes with the 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Love. Release to the back. Touchdown, Dukes! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a... Forget the kick, he's going to throw it. As he released the pass, it's incomplete.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a big game turned into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Timeout called by the defense, and there are only 10 seconds left in the game. Hunt is on its way. Here's the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Time to take a shot. He's got it along the sideline. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, David.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.